Hey, Dr. Angela Shuttlesworth here, coming to you live from sunny South Florida. Yes, I put the palm trees there for a reason, with the beautiful birds, and it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm just bragging that we have 90-degree weather. I just hope one doesn't poop on my head as it did when I was in Ohio, but that was good luck though, right? So I wanted to stop and have a conversation with you really quick about 3 major benefits of leading leaders. As you all know, we are in the process of the Level Up and Lead experience, and I am so excited. And the biggest thing about the Level Up and Lead experience is that I get to do my work, which I love to do, right? So I work with organizations to prevent and heal toxic work environments. The only way that happens is if I have leaders who are willing to do their work so that they can be about doing the work, right? So the happier you are and the more whole and healthy you are with yourself, you can show up differently in the workplace. And so I get the privilege, hey everybody who's on live, thanks for joining, of working with leaders through their process. And as we have been getting ready, I have seen thus far, and we're just getting started, 3 major benefits. So the first benefit of leading leaders, not just being a leader, which is very different, right? Because just being in leadership for some people can just mean management. It can mean leading tasks. It can mean a plethora of different things, right? But for us, I'm talking about when you're actually leading people who have an impact associated with them, who actually have a passion and a story that they're telling and work that they're doing that is benefiting more than just themselves. And so with that, the first benefit is that their impact has your name written on it too. So it's not just their ability to develop and to grow and to expand their mission and their vision and what they can accomplish. But if you're a visionary like me, we like to do so much, like try and do Facebook Lives knowing that we are in an office park, right? And people are going to drive by and things are going to happen, but we're going to still roll with it, right? So, but at any rate, everything that the leaders are accomplishing is going to have a little bit of me in it. And as a visionary, I want to do everything. I want to heal the world, right? And so I can't do that by myself. So I have leaders who are in spaces where they get to heal and talk about womb health and the journey of women. I have people who are signed up who are doing a lot of community-based work and who are passionate about developing other leaders, and those who are in the business sector and who are like, if you can't do anything if you don't have your money together, right? And I may want to do all of those things, but I can't. So leading leaders allows me to have an influence in all of the spaces that they're in. So their impact then also becomes my impact. So leading leaders, you get 1, a bigger impact. And then 2, I'm going to demonstrate that by just opening this door, right? As you get to open up different doors, you get to experience new environments because their world becomes your world. And so you get to be exposed to different spaces and get to have a different conversation than you once had because you're being exposed to new information. You're getting to say, oh, what is that culture? I've never heard of that. So you get to learn and you get to grow. And as a leader, generally you are the expert and you're required to make sure that you're always on, right? Which is good and stellar, right? And yes, come on somebody. Iron sharpens iron. Thank you, Stevie. And at the same token, you get to experience the newness again. So, and especially for me, I'm grateful because I get to work with leaders all over the place. So I'm not just germane to one location. So I get to experience new environments, new cultures, new disciplines, different language. Every time I'm learning something new, I get to be excited again. I get to become more passionate again. All of that gets reignited. So that's number 2. Then the third reason is why I came in here and I got into the space, and you get to slow down a little bit. You get to ask the right questions, and you get to be a little bit more intimate. And that is when you get the opportunity to meet leaders where they are, and you get to guide and shift them and help and support and mold them to get to the spaces that they desire and deserve to be. You get to indulge in transformation, and what a beautiful gift that is. And so when I think about that, and that's the reason why I say that's what all leadership should be about, right? So there's no reason that we should not be willing to show up and to show out as our best selves, right? And then give other people the space and opportunity to do the same thing. And in that, you get the beauty of vulnerability. You get the beauty of saying you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be willing to serve, willing to show up, willing to do your work, so we can get about doing the work, which is helping them to do the impact and to create the impact that they are here to do, right? And I always tell people and remind them, nobody can do what you do like you do but you. So a lot of times people are like, well, you give away so much content and you just put stuff out there. You're not concerned somebody's going to steal it. No, because they're not me. They won't have my style. They won't have my soul. They won't have my flavor. So why am I going to live in fear when I can instead just give and give and give and just be of service? Because that's what I'm here to do, right? And if it plants the seeds and ignites them to want to mimic that, then hey, so be it. And hopefully they'll find their style and their flavor and they can take it on and do what they do with it. And guess what? That brings us back to number one. The impact just gets greater. And that's all it's about. And that is the beauty of pivoting. And when you get to that space of saying, hey, I'm ready to 10x my impact. I'm ready to level up. I'm ready to do things different. And when you get in that space, your mindset just shifts. And things that used to stress you out just don't stress you out no more, you know? So just thinking of those things, I was like, you know what? I just need to remind people why we are doing this work and why it's important for you to continue to do this work. And of course, I want you to join us for Level Up and Lead. It's just that simple. And if you haven't, just go ahead and go to the link, see if it's something that is for you. And I'm sure if you're in the Be.Lead.Grow community and if you've done any of the work with us, then you know how we get down. We are about doing the real work. So it's not that surface level, regular leadership development stuff that you may see out there that's feel good. Yes, you're going to feel good, but you also are going to say, ouch, a little bit. And you're also going to say, a lot. And you're going to be like, oh yeah, I got this. I'm cooking with hot grease. And that's what we want to get. It's the place to get you to move into action. I will be in Atlanta, Georgia next week. I'm excited. We are going to be at the gathering spot. And then after that, we're coming to Washington, D.C. and back to sunny South Florida, where we'll actually be in this space at Cowork Boynton. So hopefully if you're in South Florida, you will be joining us for that as well. So head on over to the website, because even if your city isn't listed, you can join us virtually. So wherever you are, there is no excuse for you not to pivot and to up level and to prepare yourself for greater. That's what we're here for. And we're here to support you on that path. So as always, if you have any questions or if you need any additional support where you're like, you know what, this may be great, but I need one-on-one, or you know what, my team is ready to do the real work collectively, then go ahead and give us a shout. But for now, head on over to Be.Lead.Grow.com/level up and lead. And I look forward to seeing you on the journey as we get into the business of developing and leading more leaders, because as we know, there's a lot of work out here to be done, right? And so as always, I end this video as I end every video. And that is with the friendly reminder that yes, it is an amazing joy for you to show up and to be present and to bring all of your glory and all of your awesomeness to the world of others, and to be present for your work and to be just fully engaged. But what a joy it is when you get to bring all of that just for you. Because at the end of the day and at the beginning of every day, you deserve you at your best. So I hope that you are encouraged, empowered, and ready to come on and join us and build that confidence as we end this year with a bang and prepare for 2019. And we're doing that by making sure that you know who your power team is, because every leader is required to have 6 vital people on their team. And you want to know who those people are in your life, because if you don't understand who this person is, and you're going to assume that they may be not fulfilling their purpose when really you just got them in the wrong seat. So we're going to talk about that strategy. We're also going to do a gap analysis and look at the skills and resources that you have, and are you using them appropriately? The biggest one is time. Do you even have time for greatness? Do you have time for expansion? And we're going to look at what are the roles, the goals, and the tolls that are in your life. So there's some fun things that we're going to do. And also you're going to be supported. You get the bonus of the 31 Days of Power Challenge, which is almost equivalent to the price of the whole Level Up and Lead experience. So you just can't miss it. So head on over. And as always, I thank you for allowing me to support you on this journey. And I look forward to talking to you all soon. Take care.